Okay, so welcome Collective to Tarot with Candy. Okay, so I just made a video. I said, let me pull out another deck, and I do, and guess what comes out? But the King of Swords in the reverse, he was in the last video. And there's some type of truth going on around this person. Once again, this is your dark empath type of individual. There's some type of rocky foundation going on for him, which was in the last video as well. And all I'm doing right now is splitting the cards. I just pulled this out. I just pulled it out. This is literally, yeah, because you're walking away. Okay? You're emotionally walking away from someone who does not have emotions. Okay? All right, let's get into it. Welcome to Tarot with Candy. What else needs to come out, Spirit? We just closed this video. I pull out another deck and we're right back at it. Almost practically the same cards. Isn't that something? But let's lean in. It's because you're with the King of Pentacles. You're with the Divine Masculine, who's very good with money. He's good with managing people. He's practical. He's the king of that. This is Earth. Okay? This person has a good balanced ego. Okay? They're not conceited, big-headed, anything, which is so contrary to the King of Swords, who is more than likely narcissistic and has a huge ego. So we have two males here. One's in the upright and one's in his down lower nature, if you will, and unbalanced. Temperance card is back again. And this person refused to give up, okay? They refuse to give up with Nine of Wands in a reverse. But they're going to have to, because their knees is about to buckle. It's all about you, though, Divine Feminine. You're an Empress energy. You came out again as well. You were in the Queen of Cups in the last video. So your outcome was a Ten of Pentacles with a King of Cups in this King of Pentacles energy. It's fruitful, right? Just like anything can grow out of the Empress energy. That's why she's sitting in a wheat field. That's why she's pregnant. Okay, it's trying to symbolize what it is to be the Empress energy. Okay, so nurturing, abundance, the ability to grow things, whatever it is, finances, children, a family, a business, all of these things can come out of an Empress energy. Okay, what else? King of Cups is back. So we have Divine Masculine. King of Pentacles has a lot of love here for his Empress. He has a lot of love for his Empress, okay? That's what the problem is. Let's put him right here. Actually, I'm just going to put him here because we know who we're dealing with. These two were in the last reading. It just came back out. It's ironic, I know. Let's go with it. Spirit's always trying to tell you something. Let's get these cards in the picture here. With the Balanced Ego, Divine Masculine, who's good with money, has a lot of love for Divine Feminine. He has a balanced ego. There's a Queen of Cups in a reverse. So this is going to be the other aspect of the other half. If the King of Swords was the first one, like I said, he has someone around him. The last one, the ex-wife card came out, but she could also just be the wife to the King of Swords. Anyway, she's coming out in reverse here. So this person is very emotionally manipulative. If it's not another if it's not another feminine energy, then it's just describing the King of Swords. Emotionally, he's just not there. Okay, when you start to get into the dark triads, emotionally, there's nothing there. Okay? Or it's emotionally manipulative, emotionally abusive, okay? With the Queen of Cups in the reverse, okay? Nothing can grow from that. They can only suck. That's why I said they're drainers. They can only suck. Okay? So either she represents a feminine energy that's around the situation. She could be with the King of Swords, or this is the King of Swords action. But that's what the problem is right here. Okay? And the subconscious, they want to fight. This person is a pure nightmare energy right now. They're unstable. They've gone through a tower. They want to win at all costs. It's a feminine energy who's still here, and it also could still be the King of Swords, and it could be a couple as well. Okay? Down in the subconscious, they're in a nightmare, and they want to fight. They want to win at all costs. They're pretty reckless being in the Temperance and the reverse. This person don't think before they act. Okay? They may even suffer from delusional thinking as well, because you saw the Eight of Swords. This person don't want to face reality. There's plans here, though. Someone is waiting for their ships to come in. They might want to fight against that. And here you are again. A King of Wands in the reverse is another aspect to the King of Swords, because this can also stand for an egomaniac energy. Is the King of Wands in the reverse. Okay? Father lets me know we're talking about the same person here, the same male from the last video. Different areas are coming out. Yeah, and you have a Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. You have this draining person, this gold digger energy. This person cannot independently work. They're not independent at all. They have to suck off somebody. It could be this feminine energy, or it could just be the energy that this person would be in. And yeah, an energy drainer. Yeah. Like I said. What was in the recent past, Spirit? What was in the recent past here? Yeah. Derelict of duty. Okay? So you have a masculine energy who failed to lead. Okay? He didn't step up to the plate. He didn't win. Okay? He didn't carry through. Okay? Yeah. And it created an unhappy home. There's no love here in the past. This marriage in the past. This home in the past. There was no love here. There's no commitment here. There's no stability here. This is what he created. Okay? And he's stuck in a drama with the Six of Swords. Can't get past it. Spent a lot of time thinking. Stuck. And unhappy. What is the action or intention, Spirit? What is the action or the intention? Somebody's going to be happy here. Something's going to be lit up. And there's a lot of happiness here. There's a lot of joy. It's going to be seen. That's the action and intention that's going to happen. Somebody's going to cut their losses and walk away with the Five of Cups in the reverse. And somebody's in a broken heart. The Three of Swords is back again because they have plans. So they're going to cut their losses. Somebody's going to be in a broken heart, but they're cutting their losses because they're waiting on their ships to come in. They've done the work. They're moving on. They're going to take a leap of faith. That's the action. It's going to be seen by everybody. There's a lot of happiness here with the Sun card. That's what's going to happen. This person is happily stepping off that ledge and being supported by the universe to do so. Now you have a Knight of Cups in the reverse, so somebody is a love bomber. They're fake. They're insincere. And then in the near future, they're going to try something along those lines of manipulating your emotions. Again, that's what this person is, an emotional manipulator. Okay, so the feminine energy could be coming out in the near future. You know, take what resonates. If you're a guy, you know, it could be towards you. If you're a girl, you know, it could be towards you. Okay, so just take what resonates, because in tarot, again, you know, it's the energy, it's not the pronouns. Okay, if you resonate with it, then you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, Queen of Swords is here. So you've got the ex-wife. That's what she stands for. This person is very critical. They're very demeaning. They criticize. They belittle. They use words to cut people down. If this emotional plot doesn't work, they'll resort to, putting you down, tearing your ego up, this type of stuff, right? But someone here is going to cut their losses and move on anyway. The Five of Cups in the reverse. There's a group here. There's a group of people that appear to be in the upright or on the same page, at least. And it could have something to do with that love bomb in the near future. This is a different read, though, although the same players are coming out. So maybe, somebody's obsessed. That's the lens they're looking through. They want to hold on. Watching, looking, holding on. Yeah, they don't want this to end. They're doing something untraditional. This card stands for, God, right? Religion. What's good. It's in the reverse. Here's the Devil card, right? It's in the upright. Yeah, this person is in their lower nature. They could be using lower vibrational energy to disrupt you. They're definitely on the dark triad, as I said before, okay? And now with the Devil card coming up and the Hierophant in the reverse, they're anti-God, right? Yeah, against you, the Empress. Against your abundance. They're unbalanced because of this. They're unbalanced because you're being seen this way, and they definitely want to do something unorthodox towards you because they're obsessed and they want to hold you back. But they're forced, and everyone will see it. This came out as well. This is the lens they were looking through before. Now this is in the environment, so they're just stuck. They just have to watch. There's nothing they can do. They're getting bad news, so it's bad news to them about your plans working out. New ships coming in. They want to do something injustice to you. They want to create some type of injustice here. Yeah, for you, the Empress, Divine Feminine. Okay, somebody's coming for your neck. They're coming for your throat, but they can't protect themselves. Okay, the Seven of Wands in the reverse. Their knees are going to buckle. They're not going to be able to do it. They cannot protect themselves. With this lower vibrational energy practice here, you do what you want to do, but you're going to reap what you sow with the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. That's what's going to happen. Yeah, High Priestess in the reverse. All of these cards are pointing to like a black magic voodoo practice type shit. Okay? You got the Devil. You got the Hierophant in the reverse, the High Priestess in the reverse. This is all black magic. This is all lower vibrational. This is people who wish you bad, who's looking to do something here, whether it be energetic or physically. Okay, but you are protected because this person isn't. Yeah, they're out of control. The Chariot in the reverse. Because your ships are coming in. Because it's working out for you. What is the outcome, Spirit? And thank you. Ooh, let me get out of this reading. Your ships are coming in. That's the outcome. Whatever you set out to do, you're going to make it. And this person is reckless. This is a person on a horse upside down, going real fast. They're reckless, out of control, Temperance in the reverse. But you got the blessing here with the Ace of Wands. It doesn't matter. Your plans are still working out. There's a group involved. And it's going to lead to this money. Still. That was the outcome in the last one, was the Ten of Pentacles. You have the spark. You have the blessing. And no matter what this person is doing, it's not going to work. They're just going to be out of control and forced to watch it. It's by their own actions, though. And with this unhappy home. That's what they've created. But your will is in the upright. Your plans are working out. They're just out of control and unhappy. It's just a fact. funny. That's a whole new deck I pulled out. I had no idea it would lead to that. But I'm not going to clarify this because it's just saying the same thing like the last read. But let's go ahead and get some affirmation cards here to heal this situation. What affirmation card, Spirit, needs to come out? What do we need to see here? Let us know, Spirit, and thank you. God created you to do great things. And that's why your plans are working out. That's why you have the will in the upright. Okay? That's your blessing. That's your walk. You are the light. Like the sun card. You're lit up. You are the way. You're on your north path. You are the light. You're being guided. You're being guided. People are just going to have to step out of your way, and that's just a fact. What else, Spirit? What else you want us to see? You must trust God's perfect timing. Okay? These people will fall by the wayside. Don't you worry about that. But God does forgive. God forgives. And last one, Spirit. What else you want us to see? What else do the collective need to see? Seek God and you will find peace. Okay, so just stay on your path. You're good. You just have a couple of exes out here. Could be family members too, friends who just don't want to see it. They're just very unhappy because you're being treated fairly. There's a divine masculine coming into the picture who's making things right where this person failed derelict a duty to stand up and be that person. Okay? Now they're obsessed and stuck because nothing's working out for them. They have to reap what they've sown. This is God's answer for being in this devilish energy and not atoning. They're unprotected. The Seven of Wands in a reverse. They can't protect themselves. That's the protection God is pulling away from this person or this group because it's more than one. We know that. It's the second read. It came out with a whole nother deck. And their knees are buckling. So they're going to have to let go. This love bomb, this insincerity is not going to work. Your plans are still working out. There's happiness here. And it is a divine message that's coming into the picture if he's not already in the picture. Okay? Again, these reads can be 3 to 6 months. Take what resonates, leave the rest. You'll see it when you need to, though. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.